Russia has intensified its offensive across Ukraine, claiming fresh territorial gains and sustained pressure along multiple fronts. The Russian Defense Ministry says its forces have captured the settlement of Bakshayevka in the Kharkov region, while inflicting around 1,435 Ukrainian troop losses over the past 24 hours. Moscow also says its units struck Ukrainian logistics centers, transport infrastructure, and troop deployment areas in 148 locations. Moscow says it has expanded its campaign against Ukraine's military logistics in the Black Sea. According to the Russian Defense Ministry, precision weapons and Geran strike drones hit military cargo ships at Nikolayev Port, a container terminal and drone depot in Chernomorsk, and another vessel carrying military cargo south of Odesa. Russia also claims attack drones disabled power substations supplying defense industry enterprises in Sumy. Even as Russia highlighted its military successes, Ukrainian authorities reported fresh civilian casualties from overnight strikes. Officials said Russian-guided aerial bombs hit the city of Sumy, killing 3 civilians, including 2 girls, while several others were injured. In Kramatorsk, local officials said 2 aerial bombs struck the city center, injuring 24 civilians and damaging apartment buildings, schools, businesses, and other civilian infrastructure. Russia also says Ukraine continued launching large-scale drone attacks on Russian territory, but claims its air defenses repelled most of them. Russian officials reported intercepting 130 Ukrainian drones over Belgorod and another 8 over Kaluga. Separately, the Russian Defense Ministry claimed air defense systems destroyed 753 Ukrainian UAVs and intercepted 16 guided bombs over the past 24 hours, while Russian operations continued across the front line. Russia claims it is intensifying pressure across the Ukraine battlefield. The Russian Defense Ministry says nearly 1,095 Ukrainian troops were lost over the past 24 hours as operations expanded across Kharkiv, Donetsk, and Zaporizhzhia. Moscow says its forces improved tactical positions while keeping sustained pressure on multiple sectors.
Unfortunately, there is a dead woman at the first location. We were able to pull out another woman. She was thrown onto the roof by an explosion. We took her off the roof, provided first aid, and took her to the ambulance.
According to Moscow, Russian forces advanced on several fronts during the latest phase of the operation. The Defense Ministry says the Sever Group established control over Bely Kolodez and Ustinovka, while the Zapad, Center, Yuzhnaya, and Vostok groups struck Ukrainian brigades, destroying armor, artillery, and electronic warfare assets. Russia says it is also targeting Ukraine's military logistics. The Defense Ministry claims drones struck 2 dry cargo ships unloading military cargo at Nikolayev Port and 2 more cargo vessels in the Black Sea. Moscow also says drone strikes disrupted Ukrainian ammunition deliveries while tanks hit troop concentrations near Dobropoli. Even as Russia projected battlefield gains, Ukraine reported fresh civilian casualties in Zaporizhzhia. Regional officials said Russian-guided bomb strikes damaged apartment blocks, homes, vehicles, and warehouses. Ukrainian authorities said 1 woman was killed and 21 others were injured as rescue teams searched through the debris.
I remember the whistle. I heard the sound of a whistle, then an explosion and smoke.
The Russian Defense Ministry says its campaign is expanding beyond frontline combat. Moscow claims aviation, missiles, drones, and artillery struck logistics hubs, transport and energy infrastructure, drone production sites, and temporary deployment areas across 151 locations. Russia also says its air defenses intercepted guided bombs, HIMARS rockets, and hundreds of Ukrainian drones.